Habari, dear hearts, how are you? Oh, greetings, greetings, how are you? Habari, Ujima. Today's the 4th day of Kwanzaa. Forgive me while I'm getting the camera together. It's been a rough morning, rough ride today, rough ride. Let's see if I can get you set up. And look at this desk. Whoa, what happened here? Let's see, excuse me while I try to get that together. Thought I had it together. Rushing and didn't get it together. But look at what you're looking at. Oh my goodness. That's a hot mess. Let's start that again, shall we? Habari. Ujima. Today is Ujima Collective Economics. Yesterday was Ujama Collective Works. Collective Works, Collective Economics. Is it the same? Are those two principles the same? Well, it sounds like it. The names are sounding the same. The principle one is collective works and economics. The other is collective responsibilities, right? Collective works and responsibilities, collective economics. So works are about you personally, getting yourself together, and economics is about our community. It's about us shopping black. It's about us finding a business that we are willing to work with all year long and patronize them, get to know the owner, get to doing business together. Yes, the two principles sound a lot alike. It's about us really getting ourselves together, but they are different. One is personal, one is communal. But they both are really important. You guys forgive this mess. Y'all see what we working with over here? We need some cooperative works over there. Who wants to come over here and help Miss D get this under control? Okay? I know it might be a personal thing, but it's like, good Lord. You see what happened is I've been on vacation for 3 weeks, and that means I've been crafting up a storm. This is the remnants of all that crafting. So I got a desk full of scraps, desk full of partial this, partial that. And today, I thought I'd get it organized, and everything I can put into a journal, I'm going to put into a journal. So I just want to come on and speak to the Kwanzaa principle with you today. Hope you've been enjoying seeing me every day as we celebrate the Kwanzaa season. Yesterday we made pockets, and today I think I'm going to make the journal and start putting all this stuff in a journal. You see all this stuff? This is crazy. It's the beginning of the year almost, and the plan is to have the craft room organized. You think I'm going to make it? If the desk look like this, what does the rest of it look like? I bet you're wondering. I can tell you, I've been organizing around here. Excuse me, while I've been down here. Try to get some order right here, right here. Have been organizing the craft room, so it's actually doing pretty well. My hands feel so dry. All this washing your hands is crazy, you know. I'm doing the countdown for when we can get off quarantine. My granddaughter, as I've mentioned in the past, has come down with COVID. So we've been on quarantine for the last 10 days. We got about 4 days left. Good Lord, I can't wait to be free just a little bit. Not that I got anywhere I want to go, but just the mindset of being able to go out is what I need to happen. Whew, that feels good. But I've been washing my hands up a storm, and they're so dry. So, forgive me for that. Taking a bath in public. Oops. Yeah. As I was saying, I hope you've been enjoying me coming on and sharing the Kwanzaa spirit with you. It has been making me stay conscious. What you see in here, a whole bunch of journal in the making. I save all kinds of boxes to make journals out of here. It's a fast, easy way to get a journal together. This was an old painting that I had. I donated to some communities in Africa years ago. Bought a well for a community, and they sent back a big giant painting on this. And like I said, it's been years ago, and so I finally have taken that down and decided to keep it. And I've been making journals out of pieces of it. Yeah, that's what's happening here on this craft desk. Been watching people's YouTube channels, and a lot of people are doing what's on my desk. Woohoo! Don't tell them what was on Miss D's desk today, all right, y'all? That's between you and me. Because Miss D have her desk loaded up. That means some good crafting gonna happen, right? What I want to do is spend a few minutes working on, what you guess it, another journal. I'm going to put all the things we've been making for Kwanzaa in a journal by itself. I made one yesterday, like I mentioned, and after I made it, I felt like maybe that wasn't the one that I was wanting to use for Kwanzaa. I'll show it to you in a second here. I made a few journals since I've been on vacation. Quite a few. My daughter's like, what are you going to do with all those journals? I'm like, I don't know, baby. You know, I just love making them. So I got a banker's box full of journals that I've been making. I do want to make a journal for the new year that I'm gonna probably on my YouTube channel, journal on the channel out of that book all year long. And I want to make one for work, as I'm now working from home. I want to make sure I'm very organized and structured with that. Boy, oh boy, some of everything on this desk. Little fabrics I was playing with. Let's see if we could take what's on this desk and make a journal for our Kwanzaa stuff. I do have a few things behind me that I know I want to put in it. So I'm not going to take all this off the desk yet. Just put it over here to the side. Clean up like a little kid. Just stick it under the bed. It'll be all right. Had 5 kids. Oh yeah, they tried that one on me. Now I kind of understand it when you get overwhelmed like this. Look at all this stuff. Oh, I do see the light. I see the light. Can see the top of the desk anyway. Well, that wasn't too bad. I knew it was mostly those cardboard pieces for the journals. Because I need to pick out which journal I'm going to, what size journal I want to make. Let's see. I'm going to show you what I made yesterday. And I don't think I'm going to craft with you today. I just want to come on and get the Kwanzaa principle out to you. See how you're doing. I think I'm going to play here in the craft room and create a journal for Kwanzaa. And I seem to create easier when I don't have to talk and create. Just get lost into creating. Now, I don't know how you do with me sitting here crafting and you just watching. I may just leave this camera running and let that happen. And you tell me, Miss D, turn that camera off. Or, Miss D, that's cool. That's cool. Dipped into your life. Because anything could happen. I don't have a studio outside of my house. This studio is in my house. And it gets quite active sometimes with my children, their children, in and out. The quarantine has slowed that down for the last few days, so you might get lucky. But that will mean that I'm not just being a chatterbox. I'm just showing you the process. And believe it or not, part of the process is to get the work area nice and clean, or clean enough to start a project. I never go total clean because the whole point is to rip everything apart. I'm gonna jump up. So this is why the camera's not usually on through the whole process, because I'm up and down, but I'm gonna get up and turn that overhead light off, since I am gonna let you guys in. And I don't want you to have that glare the whole way. I need to make me a cup of coffee. What can you look at while I make me a cup of coffee? Oh, the life of a crafter. This cup is almost done. I guess I'll get started and see how this goes before I refill. All right. How you doing? This ought to be fun. Just gonna gather my thoughts. I wanna show you that journal that I talked about. This is the one I made yesterday that I told you I was gonna make. I'm not gonna do a whole flip through, just show you that I put it together. It has 2 signatures. I like it. I think it's pretty. It still needs something for the cover to jazz the cover up. That's one of the things I was going to work on today. But I think I want to build a different journal for Kwanzaa. The pages in this one don't leave a lot of room for all those pockets and things that I made. So I think I want to make it a little bit plainer notebook. Journal for Kwanzaa. Maybe use that same fabric because I do like that fabric. So, lots of things I want to work on today. Let's get that started, and then while it's drying, maybe I can work on something else. Just gonna pick some board to make the journal on. That's what was on top of the desk, all that cardboard. This feels pretty good. I like the way it feels. So you can be doing that, harvesting cardboard like this was from a big box of chips that you buy, and cereal boxes, all kinds of places to get your cardboard. Just looking for this was something I was playing with yesterday too. Envelope journal. I was thinking of making the Kwanzaa out of this, and this is all the pages I need. I think I'm gonna still go with that, but put a hard cover on it. I have never done that before, so this will be an experiment. We're gonna go for it. That's part of playing in the craft room. I'm not gonna measure too much. Do my soul crafting. You know I love that, right? Do a lot of guesstimating. Yeah, this is big enough. And I want to maybe put a little spine on it too. We'll see, we'll see. This goes, if I go right to the edge, that'll be perfect. Coolness, coolness. We'll call this a process, but not a how-to. Because I'm going to live on the edge, and I'm just going to craft like I really craft in here. I do some dangerous things like cut on this glass mat. Just trying to protect the surface a little bit. I bring this big old cutter out. I do try to make sure that the cutter doesn't go directly on the glass. So that's saying something. I do love my Tim Holtz glass mat, but I don't know how functional that is for a crafter like me, who crafts right here on the desk. I think I'll leave this a little bit bigger, like a little space in the journal. Just about as big as this cutter. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a spine on this. Looking good, and let's cut us a piece for the spine. Don't want it too big, just enough for the Kwanzaa decorating. Okay, that's simple. We got our basics for our cover. Love this big old cutting board, guillotine. Found it in a thrift store for like $3 to $5. Had to have it. Probably too big to be playing with the way I do, but certain things just bring back memories. That reminds me of school. The teacher with those big old cutting, guillotine style cutting utensils. Let's see how we did. Cool. Cool. Now this is new. This is really experimental, so you're watching me at play. The guts are envelopes. What I did was took some bigger envelopes like you would send invitations or something out in. I had got a box of them thrift shopping. See, it's just regular big old envelope. And I did that envelope tuck that you see around YouTube and added an extra piece of paper. And I think I want to continue to add a couple more pieces in before I sew it up. Adding the cover, I don't really remember seeing anybody do on this kind of thing, but it is something I want to do if I can make it work out. So bear with me while I play with some things. I could just do a cloth cover over. That could work. You know, for the for the binding. But what I really want is to try to turn it into a real journal. Now, I don't know that this will work, but you better believe it, we're going to give it a good old try. I'm only going to do one signature, so that should help things. Looking for the center. We will call that the center. I don't see why it wouldn't work. It should work. But before I find out all together, I think I want to add some more pages, if I can. So I've added one here. Added one there. I think I could add flip-flop back and forth. We'll see. This is going to be an experiment. I really wanted kind of plain pages, I thought. See what we're looking at over here. We might have a lot of plain pages. So we tuck this one that way. I'm just seeing if I can add more pages. And get away with it. How about 2 in each of the envelopes? And that should be big enough for me. Let's give it a whirl. These are just pages I had laying around. I do lots of time do extra pages, too many pages when I'm creating a journal, or when I'm cleaning my brushes. I just paint some paper. So I'm just using those in here. So one this way, one that way, one this way, one that way. Nice. Let's flip it. We got one this way, let's do one that way. I'm not looking at the color scheme, so I want to be careful with that. Let's see what we got going. Plain white and green. Plain white That's a lot of white and beige. Don't know if I like starting my journal off with that dark color. And since it's gonna be Kwanzaa related, let's start it off a little brighter. That's adding more pages. Do I want to take that one out? So that's 1, 2 in a pocket. 1. That's 3 in a pocket. That's probably pushing it, isn't it? Let's see. I think that's kind of pushing it. Let's do 2 in a pocket. This is designed in the mist. Okay. Want to hurry up and get it bound so it stops coming apart. So this is 1, 2 in a pocket. That's kind of light, but we'll leave it. And that's none in this side. So let's put some color over here. And I kind of want to put a lot of plain ones for decorating. So we want it 2 in a pocket. Okay. And we have 1 over here. Like that paper, that's pretty. Just stuffing the envelopes. Are you thinking about your Kwanzaa principle? Cooperative economics. How can we help someone in the community out? Shopping and being a patron of theirs. Okay. We want to put 2 in this pocket. I want to be careful how I load it. This looked like I had this ready for a journal. Let's hope this works. Otherwise, it wastes us some good paper. Okay. And we want to put 2 over here. Probably more than I've seen anybody stuff these envelopes. Like I said, I haven't really seen anybody stuff them this way, and I'm going to see if it'll work. And maybe a reason why I haven't seen it. Oh, I can see one. Stuff starts pushing out, and that being able to catch it up may become a problem. So far, though, I think I can work it out. We have our 2 here. Okay. So I need, ooh, yeah, that's tight. That's pretty full right there. So I don't think I'll add anything on this side. And I'll just add 2 here and pray. Yeah. That's going to be interesting, catching all that to bind it down. We're going to give it a good old college try. Nothing beats a failure but a try, is what my dad used to say. Okay. I'm not a very gentle crafter, as you can see. But I get her done. Okay, that's looking kind of okay. So that's all we can stuff in there. And I'm not too mad at that. Want to find a way to keep these down until we bind them. So this can, I know I can glue. Let's get this out the way. What do I have in your screen? Messing with ya. Were you getting a good view? Were you able to see? Got to do some taping, I think, to try to hold these together. I don't think I need to do but so much. Let's try just glue that. I'd like to work on every page that I can. So we'll go with some Fabrifix. I'm just going to add a little right over top of the glue that you would get for a regular envelope, and wet that a little bit too. Pull that over. Okay. And then we want to make sure that this side is tucked in and tight. That's looking pretty good. Nice, easy. Just making sure everything will hold. I'm thinking once I stitch the signatures, they'll hold all the rest of it in. I haven't seen this done before, so I don't know if me doing what I think I'm doing is gonna work. I'm sure we're gonna try it. So this would be my center. Just trying to line the pages up. And just hold these together. And I'm about ready to rush straight to sew the signature together. Let's get this cover made fast. I'm thinking once I sew it together, it's gonna all work out. I like that. I like that. Okay, let's get this cover built. Or how about I build it and I come back tomorrow and show you if it worked out. Did Miss D figure it out? Didn't figure out where that other piece of cardboard went, but I will. So just like I did today, I'm gonna go ahead and craft this, put it together, see if my little envelope signature works just like a real signature. And tomorrow, when we discuss our Kwanzaa principle, which I believe is Kumba, I'll show you if it worked or not. So if you want to know if Miss D could create a book signature out of envelopes double stuffed, come back tomorrow, learn your Kwanzaa principle, and see what went down. I hope you have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.